Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning. Next, what's good? Good morning. What is good? Well, welcome, Next. It's good to see you. Good to see you. You know what they say, if you ain't first, you're last. But folks, welcome one, welcome all. And most importantly, welcome to the stream. What's good? What's good? Just go to school in 10 minutes? Damn. Just don't go to school. Skip school. Never go to school ever again. Don't actually do that. Chat, hello. Hello. Good to see everybody. Good to see everyone. Oh, wait. There we go. Am I playing Fortnite? No, we're playing Roblox, actually. Could just rewatch after school. That is true. That is the beauty of YouTube. It's one thing I love about YouTube. So you can just rewatch these VODs at any time. It could be 2 months from now and you can still rewatch them. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hey, chat. Welcome. Hope everybody's good. Hope all is well. Today, chat. Today, we're going to play some more F125. Continue our Myteam career mode. Next up is the Qatar Grand Prix. So, yeah, should be fun. How good are you with it? Man, it is too early to be asking that kind of question. It is way too early to be asking that question. It is way too early for that. I was up kind of early this morning, and I thought about running out, maybe like grabbing breakfast or something. I was like, you know, I don't really want to do that. So here we are. Figured, you know what, fuck it. We'll just go live earlier than usual. That's kind of more or less my thought. And fast forward, here we are.
Get in there, Lewis. That's it, mate. That's the 100.
Fast forward, and here we are. Which kind of works out. It's just going to be a little bit longer of a stream. Kind of similar to yesterday. With the sprint race happening. And then, on top of that, we got a video that I want to record after the stream. So that'll do it, too. That'll do it, too. I feel like a German streamer. His name is... It's Henke. I'm not familiar with him. There's so many like creators out there in this world, and there's so many that I have no clue who the hell they are. In school right now? Well, brother, don't be looking at your phone. That's how you get in trouble, man. Oh, did the new season come out? We in season 5? I guess so. Yeah. We are. We are indeed in Season 5. Okay. Cool. Low-key, my 4th hour teacher doesn't care that we get on our fronts. Yeah, I had teachers like that in school, too. Isn't that actually kind of wild to think about? Like, any other, like, adults in the chat here? Like, isn't that kind of wild to think about? That, like, the people who are getting paid to sit there and have you learn, right? Like, to try to set you up for your future and everything else. You had some teachers who literally just didn't give a fuck. They were just like, yeah, whatever. You do you. Go hang out. Go have a good time. Like, what? It's wild. It's actually kind of wild to think about. It's wild to think about. Granted, was I complaining? No. But, yeah. It's crazy. Just crazy. Okay. Do I sound okay, chat? We good? Really wish I didn't have to constantly fucking unplug my mic. It's annoying. I've also learned that the in-game audio echoes, too. I learned that. You don't really hear it with, like, car sounds or, like, music or anything like that. Where you hear it is when Crofty starts talking at the beginning of sessions and stuff like that. I learned it echoes there, too. I don't know how to fix that one, though. I had no idea how to fix that. Do you like pickles? I do. I do like pickles. Pickles are good. Pickles are good. Folks, anywho, welcome. Welcome back. Another episode of our Myteam Career Mode. Episode number 47. Season 2, round 23. The Qatar Grand Prix sprint weekend. 2 races to go, man. 2 races to go. It's been quite the journey this season. You know, it's been quite the journey. A lot of craziness and a lot of boring races, to be honest. A lot of races where, you know, the winners have been leaps and bounds just ahead of everyone else. There's been a lot of that, but yeah, it's been something. If you missed the last one, technically so did I. For those who watched yesterday's stream, you would have saw that I accidentally skipped the Vegas Grand Prix, and I'm not going to complain because ultimately we ended up finishing in the same spot that we normally would finish anyways. So it kind of worked out for us in the end, but yeah, it just it wasn't intentional. I didn't mean to do that, but anyway, yeah, but we did Brazil at least yesterday too, and you know, we finished P9 there. Wasn't our greatest race there either. It's just unfortunately that's just where we're at with this car. You know, that's just how it is. I mean, we've had a couple of races where we have this insane pace out of nowhere for some reason. Tracks like Belgium, Zandvoort, Canada, but yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. China, I think, was mostly because of the rain, to be honest with you. But in the beginning part of the season, our car was actually kind of decent, but then to where we were, you know, we were one of the top 3 teams, and then unfortunately, we just haven't been able to upgrade our car, so we're just kind of stuck. And I hope that by the end of the season, we can get to that phase 4 for our engineering facility, but time will tell. Time will tell. I think a pole position in a bad car. I mean, again, really it's just a matter of some tracks we have a lot of success at. One of them actually being Monaco. For whatever reason, we're so quick around Monaco, but the AI aren't. So it's a large part of it. But anywho, we head into Qatar. Let's take a look at the standings. George has managed to build himself even more of a gap. What difficulty? 105 is what I have it set to. Yeah, George has managed to build himself even more of a gap here over Callie, and Max, unfortunately, I think at this point, it's a no-go for Max. I mean, it really does look like George is going to win. I mean, Max finished third, it looks like, right? Yeah, Max finished third. George finished fourth. Callie finished sixth. So, I think Max DNFing in Brazil after that restart, like him dumping the car after that restart, that was, I think that was the nail in the coffin for him, unfortunately. He would have won that race, and ultimately George still would have taken the top spot, but Max would have been obviously a hell of a lot closer. So yeah, it's kind of wild, man. What a year it has been. What a year. George has been Mr. Consistent. Like you look at a lot of those finishes. I mean, only 2 wins compared to Callie's 4, right? Yeah, Callie's 4. Max's 6. Yeah, Max has 6. We have, with Sunny, we have 4. Yuki has 2. Lando has 3. Like, there's been a decent amount of race winners this year. But at the end of the day, man, like, look at George. Like, George has just been Mr. Consistent. Just all year. I mean, so many podiums, and that'll do it. That'll do it. Sometimes that'll get you to the top. So, now all he has to do right now is just finish out the season strong, and, well, he's your world champion. Ultimately, if he actually, now that I think about it, if he wins this next race, right, mathematically, he's good. I'm pretty sure. So, Goof Lord, what's good? What's good? Can't get Apex GP anymore, can you? No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Yeah, it was a part of the Icon Edition, but only for a limited time. How much was the Apex GP suit? Like 130, I think. It was like 130, 140, something like that. Something like that. But alright, chat. We move on. Yeah, yours for 40 bucks. Hey. Whatever works for you, man. Whatever works for you. It might not have been a 140. It might have been less. I honestly don't remember. I have no idea. I just knew I had an idea, and I was like, I don't care what the price is. I'm going to spend it anyways. So, that was more or less my thought. We're going to get rain during the sprint. That's wild. That is wild. Rain in Qatar. Where'd I buy it? I got it off Etsy from somebody who makes them.
Teams will be desperate, therefore, to get some
but like it's a legit race suit though. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's not a Halloween costume or anything like that. Oh, when did I buy it? I read where. When did I buy it?
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Sometime over the summer, I think. Dude, it's been a long time. It's been a long time, I can tell you that. Alright, anyway. At least long enough to where, you know, my brain doesn't remember shit.
Don't push the car just yet.
Let's go get some practice in.
Try to take it easy for
Still kind of waking up this morning, so we'll see how this goes. Can I have your PC? No. If you give me $10,000, you could have my PC. Shit, I'll give you both my PCs if you give me $10,000. If you went a little longer, you could have bought almost the same one for 40. Yeah. Whatever, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, is this not working again? Oh, it is. Okay. Whew. Thought I was gonna have to go through that process again. On which KI did you try? What? Say that again? Give me 10,000 Zimbabwe dollars. I don't think that equates to the 10,000 US dollars. So, yeah. Yeah, German. I mean, your bots. Oh, like what's my AI difficulty? Is that what you're asking? I have it set to 105. If that's what you're asking. Yeah, 105. Still 10,000 money. Yeah, but not the money I'm looking for, bud. That's the problem. Ah, a little late there. Qatar is a track that I'm still kind of learning. Ah, a little late on the break. Still kind of learning this track. Still trying to get like super comfortable with it yet. But it's not too hard because it's got a good flow to it, you know. Are you rich? No, I am not rich. I am not rich. Forgot I don't need to lift there. We gotta do a slight lift there. Yeah, I lost a lot of time there. Can you play Minecraft from that steering wheel? Yeah, probably. Probably. Can we play together sometime? But I'll tell you this, Goof Lord. Eventually, I'm gonna do like some like members only stuff with like the YouTube chat. I couldn't tell you when or anything, but eventually I'll do stuff like that. But outside of that, that's really the only time that I'm gonna like ever really kind of do any sort of stuff with viewers. And it's just because, you know, from a content standpoint, this is just kind of, this is my thing. This is what I do, you know? So in the meantime, you can become a member on YouTube and or join the Discord. And, you know, that way, kind of keep up with things that way. That way, you know, when I plan on doing stuff like that. But I keep forgetting I don't have to... brake for that corner. Besides F1, any other motorsport that you watch? Yeah, I watch WEC, I watch IMSA, watch IndyCar. I keep up with NASCAR. I don't really watch it so much anymore, but I keep up with it. Anything else? Yeah, that's really it. Yeah, Goof Lord, man, I'm sorry. It's just not really something I do. Then again, everything has a price. You give me like 20 grand, and I can't say no to that. Ah, shit. No! This is what I mean. I'm still trying to get like, still trying to get comfortable with this track. Woo. And instead of have the arc reactor, I'll use it as a power supply for my PC I'm building. You know what? No. I don't need to break that much. You know, eventually I'm gonna learn, chat. Eventually I'm gonna understand how to fucking drive this track. I don't know why I'm struggling so much right now. I think my brain is like just not there yet. Can you drive F1 in real? Like in real life? No. God, no. I think Max destroys the grid next season. Next year is such an unknown, dude. Like we truly just have no idea what to expect. From anyone. You know, from anyone, from any team or anything like that. I still think that the top teams are going to be the top teams. I don't think that changes. A little wide. I don't think that changes at all. Like, I still think your top teams are going to be Red Bull, McLaren, Mercedes. Not necessarily in that order either, but it's just kind of more of a question of, you know, of those top teams, who's going to be the top team, you know? Go to the streets and practice with your own car. That's the same as F1. God damn it. You should try it, bro. You're good. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. That's not how that works. You can't just one day be like, you know what? I'm gonna become an F1 driver. Third right-hander, you should be able to take flat. Yeah, you're right. Good comms. Good comms. See? I'm learning it. I'm learning. Good comms. Is it a flex that I drove Formula 3 3 times for one season? Yeah. I'd say that's a flex. Is it different in real? Like, is it different in real life? Yes. It is much different in real life. Ah, damn it. Too much. Too much. Where does he end up? That's a good question. It's actually a really good question. I think there's a good chance he just stays with Ferrari, to be honest. I think there's a good chance that that happens. It really depends on what kind of car Ferrari built this year. You know, if oh my god, JP. If the car isn't competitive at all, then he leaves, but even then, who knows what the future really looks like for Ferrari after this year. So, but yeah, it's tough to say, man. It really is. It's really tough to say. Because obviously he's going to want to go somewhere where he can fight for a championship, and I keep doing that. I don't know why. My brain keeps saying you need to hit the brake before that turn. I don't know why. But anywho, yeah, I mean, it really kind of depends on what kind of car they build. So, but again, I mean, who do you go to? Thank you for that sub, I appreciate it. Who do you go to?
Okay, test.
At the end of the day, who do you end up going to?
Really good job indeed. We got a lot
to fight for a title
that.
that's going to want to sign you. I mean, you got, again, the top teams are currently at this moment Mercedes, Red Bull, and McLaren. McLaren got their driver lineup. They don't want to change things, nor should they. Mercedes have their driver lineup. I'm sure they don't want to change things either. You know what I mean? Red Bull, you're taking a chance on Isaac, and I mean, sure, yeah, maybe you move on from Isaac if you got a guy like Charles Leclerc available, but if Isaac goes out there and puts on a hell of a season here in his debut at Red Bull, like, do you really move on from him at that point? I don't think so. So, like, that's the thing. Like, if things don't work out with Ferrari for Charles this year, I don't know if there's really a point in him leaving. Why are you driving without a helmet? That's very dangerous. I'm a dangerous guy. Like to live on the edge, you know? Red Bull's the best team, no disrespect. I mean, no. Actually, no. What? What? Banana Leclerc, thank you for the follow. That's funny. We're talking about Charles, and it's funny. Anyway, no. Obviously, if we were going based off the 2025 season, McLaren was the best team. I mean, dude, they had the Constructors title locked up with like 8 races to go. Like, that's insane. It's insane. Aston can't keep Fernando and Stroll if they want to win. I mean, I think Fernando could still perform at a high rate. And I don't think Stroll's bad. I think Stroll's time in F1 has been, you know, overwhelmed at this point. Like, I think it's time for them to move on from him, but that's just not going to happen. So, yeah. But, yeah. Maybe that's a team that Charles could go to. Maybe if Fernando decides to finally retire, or if for some odd reason Aston moves on from Stroll, then maybe, you know, maybe Charles goes there. But yeah, I don't know. Max is a great talent. Red Bull sucks, period. I don't know if I'd say Red Bull sucks per se. Max is a phenomenal talent, but yeah, I don't know if I'd go as far as to say they suck.
Standing by.
But you could definitely make the argument that the Red Bull is more Max Verstappen racing than it is Red Bull racing. Take a screenshot, you hit the brake and accelerator at the same time. Yeah, especially if you do it in real life. Kimi will outrun George this season? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Kimi will have a solid year, but I think ultimately, I think there's a good chance George is fighting for a title. You know what I mean? I think there's a good chance it happens. The UI custom, yes, yeah, it's an overlay mod. You can find it on Overtake. Yeah, no problem. Like the full suit? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. A little wide. Hot take, Lewis replaces Alex at Williams to get back with Mercedes? No. No, if things don't work out at Ferrari for Lewis, I think he just retires. Especially because part of the deal with Ferrari was to be able to make his own like road car or whatever, which Mercedes wasn't willing to do. So, you know, part of him being with Ferrari is more of a brand ambassador role along with being a driver. You know, it's not just being a driver. Do you race anything outside? Oh, like outside of sim racing. Got it. No. 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 Do we count Need for Speed? That's technically not sim racing. Not that I've played Need for Speed in ages, but no. I play other things outside of sim racing, but use your keyboard. I don't hate myself. Why would I do that? Guitar's my favorite track. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm still trying to kind of get the hang of it. I didn't really play a lot of F124 because I kind of hated that game, and then F123 I kind of got bored of pretty quick. So like these last like few races in the season, like Vegas, Qatar, I've barely driven them. I've barely driven them. So China is your favorite? That's wild. That is wild. We also on another streaming platform? Yeah, dude. So we're actually streaming on multiple platforms right now. So we're live on TikTok, Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. Live across the board here. What kind of wheel is that? So it's a Fanatec wheel. It's the 8Nm direct drive wheelbase, the Formula V2 rim, and then my pedals are the Club Sport inverted pedals. Alright, skip a little bit of time, we'll do the last program, and then we'll move on to sprint quali. LN4 fan, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate ya. Chat, I hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, we got 2 races left in the season here. So today we're going to do Qatar. Tomorrow we'll finish things off with Abu Dhabi. And then probably, I'm thinking probably Friday, I'll try to record like the Season 3 preview. And get it edited and send it out. And then yeah, next week we'll start Season 3. Perez podium this year? I doubt it. I don't think Cadillac's gonna be that great, man. I hope they're at least like a strong midfield team, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Yeah, I mean, they're using Ferrari engines, which obviously, who knows what to kind of expect there. I know everybody immediately wants to sit there and say that, you know, Ferrari's going to be terrible because, well, it's Ferrari. But again, you know, there's just so many unknowns going into this season that, yeah, I mean, you really just don't know what to expect. But yeah, I just don't see. I just don't see Cadillac being any good. I mean, you're not only are they using Ferrari engines, but I'm pretty sure most of their parts, like they're doing the same approach Haas does, to where it's essentially a bunch of old Ferrari parts that they're using, at least just to get things started, you know? Which, I mean, hey, you know, when you're a brand new team in the sport, and you got another team that's willing to partner with you like that, then yeah, sure, you take advantage of it, because obviously it's very expensive to get into F1. So, I get it, but look how much success that's brought Haas, you know? terrible run through there. Wide. Almost lost it back in. Okay.
Okay, that's the test over, but I'm afraid
Okay.
we didn't get
Apparently that was not a good run at
what
all.
we needed.
Nice.
We're going to have to
Love
run
that.
it again.
Love that. On a steering wheel and I'm on PS5. Any recommendations? Preferably under 1250 with wheelbase and pedals? Yeah, I mean, you can find a lot. I mean, I would say, especially for that price, jeez. I mean, your best bet for PS5, I don't know if Moza actually even has anything that works on PS5. I would take a look. I know most of their stuff doesn't. I know most of their stuff is just on Xbox and PC. So, but I would take a look at Moza, see what Moza has to offer. Hopefully you can find something good. Your best bet's probably gonna be Fanatec or even like a high-end Thrustmaster. Kind of either one of those two. That's probably your best bet. I don't really know the sim racing market that well in terms of gear, to be honest with you, because I haven't really shopped for any sort of equipment in quite some time because I haven't really had to. So yeah. Which Cup Series driver could make it in F1 if they had a year to prepare?
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
You know what, man? I don't know if there really is one. I don't know if there really is one. F1 it's a whole different animal, dude. Like, it's a whole different animal. Obviously there's some talented drivers in NASCAR right now, but the only one I could even potentially say would have to be SVG. I mean, that's really the only one. Outside SVG, no idea. No clue. No clue.
It's all about flow and pace today, qualifying in Qatar. A high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow's race. So welcome along.
Yeah, I mean, F1's just a whole different style of racing. And honestly, hell, I'll even, roles reverse. Like, you even take, I think most F1 drivers would probably struggle in NASCAR at first, you know what I mean? I think eventually they might do okay,
mate,
but
radio check, please. Radio check.
yeah, like NASCAR is a whole different animal, and so is F1, man. Like they're just two different forms of sport. So, alrighty. Oh boy. SQ1, folks. Get on track.
When you're ready, let's go.
Put a lap in. Hopefully just, kind of put in a lap just that's good enough to get us through to SQ2 and call it a day from there. But we'll see. We shall see. I mean, again, our problem with this car is just we have no straight line speed at all. It's been our problem all season. Which sucks, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Thankfully, this is a track where we don't have to really worry about straight line speed all that much. Then again, I kind of said the same thing at Interlagos, and we struggled there too, so. Really just riding the struggle bus this year. That's the moral of the story here. Signs. I went deep. Went a little deep there too. Hey, thank you for that sub. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Okay, not bad. Only 2 cents off of max. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. A lot of traffic on that lap, though. Overall, and he could have dealt with the same thing there. Oscar's quickest right now? It's actually kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. But we should be good. Should be more than good, really, to get through into SQ2. Chat, once again, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Whatever platform you're watching along on, thanks for subbing. Appreciate you. We're live across the board. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Hold 9 yards. I appreciate y'all. If you're watching along on TikTok, by the way, you know, if you're new to the channel, we tend to have this problem where the TikTok stream gets shut down at least once a stream, but sometimes even twice, right? But obviously, if you potentially want to try to avoid that,
plenty more coming
again,
up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
We got a lot more crafty yet. We are live elsewhere. Just throwing it out there. Usually, once it does get shut down, I'm able to get it back up again within a minute. But like, yeah, it's annoying. I've reached out to TikTok about it. I'm still waiting on a response. Ultimately, you got pushed up to the proper people or whatever, and yeah, I haven't heard anything since. So ultimately, I'm probably not going to hear anything at the end of the day. But again, just letting that be known. But I appreciate all the love lately. Appreciate all the love on the channels and stuff. I mean, like, dude, like we're up over 1,300 subs on YouTube. We're up over, I think, up over 1,100, 1,200 followers on TikTok. I don't even remember the number anymore. But like, yeah, dude, this past month has been it's been crazy. It's been crazy. So I do think Oscar walks away. He's definitely a #1 driver. Oh God, yeah. Dude, Oscar, especially so young in his career, has been incredible. And I don't think that's been talked about enough. I know he kind of pissed away the championship this year. But, dude, yeah. Oscar's been incredible.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check. I need a 6-7 in chat for coming out of the closet last night. 6-7. 6-7. YouTube chat's being a little quiet today, for some reason. But yeah, no, Oscar's a hell of a driver. Love Oscar. Alright, skip time a little bit here. Oh my god. Hang on, chat. Sorry. Dude, kick has such a massive problem. Kick has such a massive problem with bots. It's insane. It's insane. And it's so annoying too because it just, like, it'll just spam your chat. Like right now, my multi-chat box that I'm looking at, it's just kick, and it's not even actual chatting. Kind of annoying. Anyway. Let's go to the track. Do you use any assists, or is no assist fastest? I mean, no assists, without any assist on, you will definitely be quicker. I mean, there's no question of that. I personally don't use any assists, but I just don't like the way it makes the car feel. That's why I don't use it. But there's nothing wrong with using them, you know? Hello, F1.
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
Are you the real F1? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Stop! I'm just gonna have to turn that on. I'm sorry, chat. Dude, I swear, there's some days where I really do question, like, why bother going live on Kick, man? Seems like driving with no assist is harder on control. Oh my god, yeah. Dude, on controller, I could never sit there and play without any assist. F1, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. What's up, Tomer? Alright, this has been a very shit lap. But hopefully it's good enough.
Right, that's us down into P16 now.
Alright, we got through. It was a pretty terrible lap, honestly, but we got through. Can I be your race engineer? You can try. I'm probably going to ignore you, but you can try. Is F125 good? It is. I enjoy it. I enjoy F125. There's a lot of little things about it.
And that's it for sprint qualifying.
That kind of suck.
Plenty more coming up
And are
over
kind
the
of
rest
annoying.
of the weekend.
But,
so we'll see you all tomorrow.
But overall, I do enjoy it. Overall, I do enjoy it. No surprises here. In SQ2, everybody's just kind of... Everybody that's gotten through is kind of what you expect. Hamilton or Max? At I'd probably have to say Lewis.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Probably have to say Lewis, but that's mostly because I'm a Ferrari fan. So like, as a Ferrari fan, I feel like I'm kind of obligated to say Lewis. You know. All right. Skip time again. And let's go.
All set. We're ready to go.
Radio
So
check.
let's get the car out to the track.
Jesus, George. It lets me go by, but then he races me as I'm going by. Alright, here we go. Let's see what kind of lap we do. Well, what wheel am I playing with? It's a Fanatec wheel. It's an 8 Newton meter direct drive base, and then the Formula V2 rim.
Seconds left in the session.
A little wide. I used a little too much of my battery on that lap, and I didn't have any there for that final straight. But hey, P5, that's not bad. It's better than I would have expected, to be honest. How much was it? I think the wheelbase was 300, 400 bucks, something like that.
That's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all
the
tomorrow.
The wheel itself, like the rim itself, I got with my first Fanatec base that I ever had, which was like 5 years ago. So, truthfully, I don't remember. I've had this thing for a while. But I think they go for, I think they're like $300-400 bucks for the Formula V2s. But anyway, chat. That was a good lap. Like a lap. Good lap. Kind of unexpected, to be honest with you, but we'll take it. We will take it. On to the sprint where we might even get some rain at the end of it. Should be interesting. Should be interesting. Have I gone karting? Yeah. I used to actually do karting when I was a kid. Moser or Fanatec? I would say at this point, like, as much as I love my Fanatec stuff, I would say at this point, like, if I was to have to start all over again, or if I was just buying for the first time, I would go Moza. I think Moza's peripherals are better, and I think their software is a lot better too. Like, I think as a whole, like, what Moza has to offer, it's just better. As much as I like my Fanatec stuff, because I do like
forget
it.
Fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint.
But stream on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and TikTok.
We're back here in LaSalle for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns.
YouTube is kind of like my
shape and just a single
my
DRS
main platform, quote unquote.
It's fast,
you know what I mean?
And
It's kind of like that's the platform I kind of do everything on.
With DRS down the long straight and into turn 1.
Everything else is just kind of like
Let's
extra.
run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint.
Good morning, Crow. Good morning. Good to see you.
Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Antonelli, Sonny Hayes,
thanks, Crow.
and
Appreciate it.
Mayer,
Appreciate it.
Russell, Sonoda, Pierce, Gasly, Sainz,
Thanks,
Lance
F1.
Stroll,
I appreciate that.
and Behrman.
Thank you.
Colapinto, Albon, Liam Lawson, and Jack Doohan. Hulkenberg, Bortoletto, Hadja, and Paul Aaron rounds off the grid.
All right.
Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out.
Well, man, they need to update that.
Good to see you again
Dude,
today. Anthony
I
Davidson
never
with a
realized
stable
that. Mostly because I typically tend to skip this.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please.
I
Radio
never
check.
realized, man, these guys are so lazy,
Okay,
bro.
Here we go.
I never
know what you can do.
realized
Don't let me down.
that they still have the audio cue for Crofty saying, you know, hey, wonder who's going to get pole position after this sprint. As if the sprint still decides who gets pole. That hasn't been the case in years. Jesus, man. EA is so fucking lazy. Dude, I never realized that before. I say EA. Really, it's Codemasters. EA is just publishing it, but... Man. Never realized that before. Sorry, give me 1 second. That's incredible. Incredible. Alright. Shit. Alright, yeah. We'll run on the softs. Run on the softs. If we end up getting this rain like forecast says, then depending on when the rain hits, softs might be the move anyways. We'll be a little worn by the end of the race, but again, if the rain comes before then, it's not going to matter. Hopefully we get a good launch, you know, hopefully we get a good launch, get a good getaway. Maybe beat Antonelli into turn 1 and just kind of get a good run out of there. Again, it's just a sprint, so, you know, I always kind of treat the sprints as like a... And I appreciate that sub, thank you. I always kind of treat the sprints as a, almost as a way to kind of... I don't know, like... essentially a practice run for the race. Like, it kind of gives me an inkling and an idea of, like, kind of what to expect during the race. You know, both between, like, how much fuel I'm going to burn, how tire we're going to behave.
Conditions look stable at the moment.
And,
no rain currently expected.
You know, what is our race base going to look like? That's kind of what I treat them as. Say my name and you will win. I don't think so. I also don't know how to say your name. So, John Gavrielatos? Yeah, dude, I'm terrible with names, man. I can't read. No, we're not gonna win, and I know I won't win. Just trying to, you know, trying to get a good finish. That's all we're looking for. But again, it's just a sprint anyways, so even if we don't, it's all good.
Okay, incredible parking there. Nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed.
Here we go, chat.
Ready with the clutch.
Here we go. 5 red lights. And we're off for the sprint race. We did. We got the good getaway there on Kimmy. Might even get Lando. See if we get sick on the outside. Oh, he actually squeezed me a little bit there. Getting Lando would have been ambitious, but still would have been cool. I mean, he would have got me back eventually anyways, but alright. Oh, Kimmy actually fell back a lot. Leclerc and Mayer jumped him. Oh, and Russell. Jesus. Crucially, Max is in first. George is in P7 right now. So, I mean, that is huge. That is absolutely huge for the championship. And it's only 6-point difference, but it's something. I hope I can just stay within a second of these guys ahead. Oh, that's way too quick through there. Whoopsies. I do kind of lose a lot of time in that last sector, and then obviously here on the straights as well.
You can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Yeah. Just don't have that straight line speed. I probably could have went a little bit more defensive there, but I don't think it was really worth it. How do you get the OSD like that? It's an overlay mod that you can find on Overtake. I like this track. Yeah, honestly, this track's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad in-game. It's terrible in real life, but in-game,
let's use Overtake and burn off
it's not
some of
half
this
bad.
energy.
Ooh. Big slide there. Got out a little wide as I was coming in. We'll set up. Thank you. Thank you. Unfortunately, I just don't have that straight line speed. But that's alright. Clovers, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Carried a little too much speed there. How much was the setup? Not including my computers, right around 3K for everything. Now, granted, a lot of that was like upgraded over time, and you know, I didn't buy it all at once, but yeah. Slow coming out of there. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I kind of want to get a motion sim. That's like the next thing I want to do, but they're kind of they're expensive and also kind of unpractical. Please crash? No, I don't want to crash. Why would I want to do that? All right, well, we're out of DRS range. Mayor is all over my gearbox.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate.
George is probably gonna get me here too. I just don't have straight line speed, man. I just don't have it. I just don't have it. Like, I go to the inside there to make it, you know, to try to go defensive, but I can't even really go defensive. It's just more like I'm moving out of their way. Oh no! I almost saved it.
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit.
Almost
Turn
saved
the engine
it.
off and wait for the marshal.
Who asked for me to crash? There you go. There you go. There's your crash. Like the helmet on the shelf, looking lonely though. Yeah, I do want to get more. I do want to get more. Don't blame me. Oh shit.
Okay.
Staring at chat. Yeah, I do want to get more. They're not cheap though, man. You know what I mean? I'm not exactly made of money. I have disabled flashbacks and I only have real drivers. Yeah, hey, you know, it's the beauty of the game, man. You're allowed to play however you want to play.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of it.
Dude, we have DRS and we literally just lost 2/10 there. I have flashbacks about being disabled. Who's my favorite driver? I don't really have a favorite driver right now. I'm a big Ferrari fan. So, really it's just kind of whoever drives for Ferrari. That's kind of my favorite. Also, crucially, chat, George managed to get past Callie there. So that's huge for his race and his championship there. Poor man. Yeah, I know. It's tough, man. It's a hard knock life for us. I keep doing that. Son of a bitch. I keep braking for those corners, and I don't know why. I just, like, because I know I don't have to. It's just instinct for some reason. I think I did the same thing in Season 1, too. Mary made it to Red Bull is crazy. Dude, you know what's crazy? Like, not only her making it to Red Bull, it's our first season. This is our first season in F1. That's who they signed. And she killed it. Killed it. Won a couple races, you know? She was doing great. Unfortunately, everybody else on the grid kind of caught the Red Bull, and it just went from there. But it's been a wild year. How do you race with Apex GP? Unfortunately, you kind of can't anymore. This was a part of the Icon Edition, but only for a limited time. So now, really, the only way to do it would be just by modding the game. That's really it. But I was always Max. Yeah, I mean, dude, Max is obviously incredible. Generational talent. Best wheels for PS5? Probably, your best options, I keep doing that. Your best option's probably Fanatec, really. But if you could find anything from Moza, that's compatible with PS5, I would say Moza. Otherwise, like maybe a high-end Thrustmaster. That's really about it. Depends what kind of budget you're looking at. How do you have that dash? It's an overlay mod that you can find on Overtake. Nothing from Moses compatible? Yeah, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. So yeah, probably... It's definitely wide. So I would say probably Fanatec. Thrustmaster too. I mean, Thrustmaster has stuff that works. So, let's say either Fanatec or Thrustmaster. Hello! Difficulty 110? No, 105 is what I have it set to.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
I am not catching the car ahead, Mark. What the fuck you on about? You're a passionate F1 fan? I say so. I would say so. I've been following F1 like pretty much my entire life. Like I grew up a Schumacher fan, and you know, and then Seb. And then Ricardo.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by 3.3 seconds.
And now I'm not necessarily a fan of any particular driver. There's a lot of drivers on the grid that I like. Oh, is Callie out? I think Callie's out. Or at least spun. One of the two. Callie is out. That's actually kind of huge. That is huge. Anywho, yeah. You know, there's not really any particular driver that I like more than another right now. I mean, if you put a gun to my head and told me I had to pick a driver, I would say I would say Carlos, if anybody, but yeah. Do you think Lando deserved it? This is a question I get asked almost every stream.
Gap to your teammate behind.
And my answer is always the same.
0.9 seconds.
I don't think anyone has necessarily deserved anything, right? I think you earn things in life, right? And I think Lando absolutely earned that title. Now, did some things have to go his way to make it happen? Sure. But that could be said about any champion ever, right? Especially when a title fight is that close, you know what I mean? I absolutely think he earned it. I don't think there's any denying that. I really don't think you could deny that. Worst champion ever? I don't think so. I think the Lando hate's kind of forced, to be honest with you. I really do. I think we just live in a world where people like to hate just to hate, and I think that's kind of the case with Lando. Do you have all assist off? Yeah, I have everything off. Minus flashbacks, that's the only thing I have on. But yeah, I mean, no assist on controller. Yeah, that's brutal. I could never do that. Could never. Yeah, I mean, listen. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think, like, going into those final races, like looking at it and everything, like, oh my god. Yeah, I wanted Max to win. I absolutely wanted Max to win. But I was happy either way, you know? I was happy either way. Are you really inside an F1 car right now? Yep, sure am. Sure am. It's just missing all the other body parts to it, you know?
Okay, mate, keep pushing.
You don't like the big rearview mirror?
Lead over the car behind.
Well, when I'm 7 seconds ahead of the car behind, I don't really need it. No, I kind of like a more minimalistic HUD. You know what I mean? I don't like having a bunch of stuff on my screen. Hell, I mean, I'd get rid of the track map. I'd get rid of the thing in the top right if I could. You know what I mean? Or like if it made sense to, if that makes sense. I don't like having a lot of distractions on my screen. That's really just what it comes down to. What wheel do I use? It's Fanatec. 8Nm direct drive wheelbase. The Formula V2 rim. And my pedals are the Club Sport inverted. What position championship are you? We're like 6th.
We've got a lot of spare energy.
We don't have a chance at winning the title at this point. We're just kind of, we're out here for the vibes. Kind of looks like one of Lotto's helmets. If you're talking about the helmet in the background, it's actually Schumacher. It's actually Schumi. It's his 2000 helmet.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.9 seconds.
How many Newton meters? 8. What's your thoughts on Audi and F1? I think it's great for the sport. You know what I mean? I think it's great for the sport. You bring in a name like that. You know, I think that's awesome. I think between the two new teams that are in F1, I'd say Audi's more likely to be successful than Cadillac. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Aggro, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you for that follow over on Twitch. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's
I
looking
appreciate you. Both good at Le Mans, though. Yeah, it's a different sport, though. It's a lot different sport. Just the new Logitech G29? Yeah, you got it, man. You think Max was better than Lewis in F1? Or, sorry, not in F1. In 2021? I don't necessarily think so. F1 Addict was good. Ash, I do remember you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't think so. I think... I'll be honest with you. You talk about Lando not deserving a title and being the worst champion ever. I'd argue 2021 was the worst crown champion. Or at least certainly up there in the history of F1. Lewis absolutely should have won that title. There's no doubting that. Is that Schumacher's helmet? It sure is. It sure is. It's his 2000 helmet. What about Silverstone and Hungary? Yeah, what about it, right? Again, when a title fight is that close, there are so many moments that you can... God damn it, I did it again. There are so many moments where you could sit there and pinpoint certain things and look at certain scenarios and whatever and be like, oh, well, if this happened, it wouldn't have been this close. If this happened, it wouldn't have been that close. If Max doesn't send it up the inside at Cops, or try to stick the move at Cops, rather, chances are he probably finishes that race. If Max doesn't get so aggressive going into T1 at Monza, you know what I mean? Like, again, there's so many what-if scenarios. There really is. Like, you can... Hell, even just look at this past season, right? Again, when the title fight gets that close, you could sit there and say, what if this? What if that? But we don't live in a world of what ifs. We live in a world of absolutes. And there is no doubt in my mind, right? As somebody who's a fan of both drivers, right? As somebody who likes both drivers, has really no bias towards either one. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind, and at the end of the day, it should be no doubt in anybody else's mind either, that Lewis should have won that title in 2021. There's no doubt. Michael Massey
Green flag.
screwed Lewis over. There's no denying that. You cannot say otherwise. Bro on the fly just tweaked the rulebook.
Six seconds to the next car. 6 seconds.
And exactly right. Like if that was the right decision, if that was the right decision at the end of the day, he wouldn't have gotten fired for it. Lando not deserving is because he slipped a lot.
Right, Joshua is out of the race.
Max made a lot of mistakes too. Max made a lot of mistakes too this year. Do you think Max deserved the title over Lando? Do you think Oscar deserved the title over Lando? Again, when a title fight gets that close,
Yellow flag.
when a title fight gets that close, you can pinpoint so many different moments where just about any driver could have made the difference in somebody winning a title. Where did he make mistakes? He made plenty of mistakes. Dude, just look at Spain. Just look at Spain. I don't understand how this is a conversation I have in every single stream. Every single stream this happens. But dude, just look at Spain. The whole incident with George. You mean to tell me that's not a mistake? Dude, if that doesn't happen, he wins the title. Yeah, look at Austria too. Well, Austria wasn't necessarily his fault. I mean, Austria, he kind of got taken out, but I'm putting in some terrible laps, by the way. I'm so distracted. Kimmy's probably gonna catch me here. But yeah, I mean, again, like at the end of the day, like I don't like. You could have your opinion, you could have your argument. When history looks back on it, Max is a 4-time champion. Lando is a champion in F1. When you look back on it throughout history, that is going to be the case. What's the overlay on the Halo? Is it a mod? Yes. The overlay on the Halo, it is a mod. You can find it on Overtake. Exactly, right? Like, in racing, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You win some, you lose some. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. And again, anytime a title fight gets that close, you can look at so many what-ifs and pinpoint so many different moments throughout the season. Dude, F1 literally posted a video, I think after Abu Dhabi it was, on their YouTube channel, that showcased exactly that. It was like literally 10 moments, or 10 times that a title fight was won because of a certain situation, right? There's been so many times where that has happened throughout the history of F1, and I mean, throughout the history of sports in general, you know? And that's just how it goes. Just get Max in a Sauber? Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Yeah, if you play on console, chat, unfortunately the mod, technically you could do it on console, but you have to have a computer to do it. Because it doesn't actually mod the game files, it just uses your in-game telemetry.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 8.6 seconds.
Still believe Max deserved 2021 and 2025. I mean, again, nobody deserves anything. You earn it. You earn it. At the end of the day, that's how it goes. You know what I mean? Would it have been more entertaining to see Max win? 100%. 100%. But again, at the end of the day, Lando's an F1 champion. You can't take that away from him. I mean, there's no matter how you feel, no matter how you try to spin it, you can't deny it. You also can't say Kimi caused it, because if he hadn't, then McLaren would have been more aggressive in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, I mean, like, once again, when a title fight becomes that close, there's so many things you can look at, right? But again, that's not the only one. You know what I mean? That's not the only moment. Again, you look at Spain. You look at Austria. Look at Australia, right? Look at Australia. There's so many moments throughout the course of the season that you can look at and go, man, you know, if only this happened, if only that happened. And that's how it goes. That's just how it goes. I'm not paying attention. You make a tutorial on how to install it on PS5? Truthfully, I have no idea how to do it on PS5. I have no idea. Almost any professional sport comes down to a few mistakes that cost the whole season. 1,000%. Ah! $1,000%. And that's just how it goes, man, you know? It's the name of the game.
Okay, final lap.
Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I wish I could be a little bit better of a help. I'm sure you could probably find some sort of tutorial out there online to make it happen. Why brake with left foot? Honestly, you're quicker by doing so. Anybody who drives a race car, you know, if you watch any sort of onboard videos, if they're not utilizing a heel toe method to where they need to use the clutch, then it's a 2-feet system. Where am I from? I'm from America. America. Son of a bitch. Land of the guns. That's why he goes? No history. What does that mean? What does that mean? Please explain. Please explain. How long have I been sim racing for? I didn't really, like, truly get into sim racing until, like, roughly 2020. But, I mean, I've been playing racing games pretty much all my life. Doesn't make me good. You know, I like to make that very clear all the time. I don't think I'm good by any means, but, yeah.
All right, race over.
If you count in all the what-ifs, Lewis would have been an 11-time champ. Just little moments went differently. But that's just racing. You can't be decided in the blink of an eye. 1,000%. Fernando Alonso. Somebody pointed this out to me yesterday on stream. And it's so accurate, dude. Fernando Alonso is a 2-time champ, right? You switch up a couple moments, guy's a 5-time champion. But that's what happens, man. Like, that's just how it goes. And you could sit there and you could just say, what if? But it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day,
so with the sprint
whoever wins the
concluded,
championship
join
wins the
us
championship.
next
And
time
that's
for
how it
qualifying.
goes. You know what I mean?
And of course, the main event.
That's
this
just how it
weekend's
goes.
Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see you next time.
How do you get the HUD? It's an overlay mod that you can find on Overtake. The hell happened? Max was in first and he fell to 5th? Jesus. Jesus. Have you heard about the IndyCar game? Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually very excited for the IndyCar game. Very excited for the IndyCar game. What country do you think has the best history? I don't know. Never really thought about that. Well, I play Forza, bro. Nice. Nice. Ever play LMU? Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy LMU. It's a good time. It's a good time. Drivers are etched in history, and no amount of discussion will change that. Exactly. We could sit here, we could argue all day long, right? We could sit here and argue all day long. Antarctica. We could sit here and argue all day long about who we think, you know, is the best, you know, who we think is the most deserving driver, who should have won this, who should have won that, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, the way it goes down is the way it goes down, you know? I think really truly the only one in recent history where you could sit there and go and make the argument that a certain driver should have won the title over another driver is 2021. 2021 is the year where you could absolutely make the argument where Lewis Hamilton should have won that title. And just about everyone within the F1 world agrees with that. And you can't convince me otherwise. Yeah, I don't know why we're going on about history. Your history in school starts from the 1800s. We learn about ancient history in school, bro. What? Huh? My TikTok stream got shut down. I'm annoyed. Why does this happen? This is like, it's an every fucking day thing. Ugh! 1 second. 1 second, chat. Oh, it was a question? Oh. I took it as a statement. Like Max said, if my mom had balls, she'd be my dad. Yeah, right. 100%. 100%. And 21 is the only time where it was decided because someone spontaneously decided to bend the rules. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. How's it going? It's good. It's good. How are you? How are you? Thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Thank you. Yeah, TikTok, if you're just tuning back into the stream and or maybe watching on another platform, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know why it happens, but for whatever reason, TikTok just doesn't like me and decides to shut down my streams every day. And they don't tell me why. They just do it. It's fun. It's fun. If you say I love Greece, I sub. Greece is pretty cool. I love, like, Greek mythology, you know? I love that. Greece is pretty cool. I want to go to Greece. I've never been. But yeah. Thanks, Evelyn. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Alright, Anywho. Enough of all that. Let's get into quali. Chad, don't mind me. I'm gonna eat my breakfast.
It's all about flow and pace today, qualifying in Qatar.
And I'm gonna have
test
the breakfast of champions
for tomorrow's race. So welcome along.
Which is an Uncrustable. Those things are so good. And I realize it's just a PB&J, but
Okay,
something about them
radio
that are
check,
just
radio check.
so good. Yeah, we're back. I don't know why TikTok just says go fuck yourself every day, but you too, John. You too. I saw, Derek. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna try to tweak the setup a little bit here. I know it's not favorable to go less wing, but I gotta get some more straight line speed here. I just like TikTok better. Purple site hates me. Fair enough. I'm a big red platform guy. You know, I prefer the red platform because TikTok hates me. Hey, just wondering how much was your setup, including PC/console you play on? Including the PC. Right about 4,500, give or take. It's about $3,000 just for like the racing stuff. Another like 15 for the PC. Give or take. It's like somewhere in that ballpark. Technically I have 2 PCs though, so if you include the other PC, then it's like roughly 6. Will you stream tomorrow? Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow. We'll finish up our season here with Abu Dhabi.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Nice shoes? Thanks. You can get them from my website. Link is in the description. Thanks, Ginger. I appreciate it. Thank you for that follow. Thank you for that sub. I appreciate y'all. Alright. Here we are, Q1. Let's see what kind of laps we can put in here. Play the same game on your upcoming stream or trying something new? Same game. Yeah, just keeping the F125 grind going. It's primarily what my content is. Got 3 platforms to watch the content on? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I appreciate you there. Thank you. Yeah, same game. Like I said, we'll finish up Season 2. Today I'm going to try to record a video after the stream. Hopefully get it edited fairly quick. And then get that put out. That'll be something a little different from F1. And then, yeah, and then hopefully Friday we can put out. Hopefully Friday we're able to put out our Season 3 preview, and then Monday we'll start Season 3. Why'd the live end? Honestly, dude, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. It happens every day. Every day with TikTok, my live gets shut down. At least once a stream, sometimes twice. It's really annoying. But I do stream elsewhere if you want to avoid that. But yeah, it's very frustrating. Very frustrating. I have a help ticket in with TikTok about it. It got escalated up the ladder, and I haven't heard anything since. I enjoy this track a lot. Probably my favorite track. It's not a bad track. I do enjoy the track. It's not great for racing. He literally just had the car parked on the apex. Am I crazy? I almost took out my teammate. Bro straight up had the car parked on the apex.
Okay, you have a lot of front wing damage. Box for a new one.
Fucking hell, man. I'm also starting streaming next month, but first I want to build my PC. Hell yeah.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Hell yeah. Someone's DDoSing me? I don't think so. I don't think it's that. Because if that was the case, I'd have issues everywhere. You know what I mean? I don't think it would just be TikTok. It's mad weird. I've never experienced that. I haven't streamed in like months, though. Yeah, it's just TikTok. It's just TikTok that does it. And again, I like nothing I'm doing is violating their TOS. And like, so every time it gets shut down, it says that it's been suspended due to community guidelines violations. And there's an option for me to click on to view said violation, but then there's nothing. There's nothing there. There's no restrictions. There's nothing that's telling me why it's been restricted or anything along those lines. So I couldn't tell you why it does it, but it does it. And it's uber annoying. Mahan, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Alright, well, let's get back out on track again. I mean, frickin' Hadjar just said, screw you, we're just gonna park our car in the middle of the apex.
Right.
So let's try this again.
Ready? Let's get it out there.
Let's try this again.
I'm afraid we've dropped to P22. P22.
Even maybe TikTok doesn't like the word history. Is the clutch pedal functional on F1, bro? I mean, yes and no. They don't have like an actual like pedal. They have paddles on the wheel, which my wheel has, and they only use it to either kind of put the car in gear, like put it into first, starting the car, and then yeah, just kind of keep the engine rolling when they're in like in the pits and stuff like that. That's really it. Otherwise, the rest of the way it's an auto blip. Nah, Derek, that's definitely not why. You're good. You're good. But yeah, again, unfortunately, I have no idea why. I have no idea why it does it. Still haven't gotten a response as to why it happens. But again, I put in a ticket, they looked at it, they escalated it up the ladder to a different team, and it's been like over a week and I still haven't heard anything. I went deep. Yeah, it's alright. It's very frustrating, but it is what it is, you know? Just comes with the territory at this point. Evelyn, I'm good, but thank you, though. I appreciate it. Oh, went deep again. That's alright. Lap should be good enough to get through, and yeah, we're more than good. So, more than good. We'll take it. We'll take it. Kind of annoying that we had to go out and do another lap, but it'd be like that. It'd be like that. You need a mod to start Apex GP career? I mean, technically, yeah, at this point. Leclerc got a penalty. Technically, yes. You playing career? Yeah. Yeah, we're doing Myteam. You do need a mod to play as Apex GP at this point. I'm able to do it because I did, words. I bought the Icon Edition back when it first came out. And so for a limited time, you were able to play as Apex GP with the Icon Edition. But they took that away, which is really annoying. I really hate that they did that. But, you know, classic EA. Classic EA. Sebastian, what's good? What's good? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Alright, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that. Like, a lot of people thought, like, if you bought, like, the movie pack, it allowed you to play as Apex GP. Because it kind of gets sold that way, you know what I mean? And they definitely did that with intention. It's very sleazy and very shitty of them, in my opinion. But hey, I'm not, you know, I can't do anything about that. I have no control over that. But, yeah, it's very shitty that they do that, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Let's go out. We'll go out and use set a lap. Hopefully it's good enough to get us through and I don't have to worry about burning through another fresh set of tires and then go from there, but we'll see. We shall see. New Italian beef dip. Ooh, sounds kind of good. With me, like, tweaking our wings, you know, it's definitely kind of made it so the car is a little bit more oversteering in some of these corners, so I feel like I'm having to kind of be a little bit more careful with the throttle, but it's still comfortable enough. Is Max leading the championship? No. So, if you missed yesterday's stream, Max was dominating at Brazil, and then out of nowhere, right towards the end of the race, Max dumped the car on a safety car restart and DNF'd. George took the lead in the championship, and now seemingly George is the one with all the momentum and all the pace, and Max is pretty much a long shot to win the title at this point. He would need quite the miracle to happen. Lando Norris is out? What happened? Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? That's Max. And then wait, did somebody else crash behind him? I swear I just heard that. Well, there's the red flag, I guess. Oh, Lord. Podium pass needs to be more than 50. It's too easy to complete. I did it in one night. How the fuck did you do it in one night? What? What? No, I honestly, I don't need it to be more than 50. I'm fine with it being 50. First off, the fact that they have a podium pass in this game, I fucking hate. I hate that. I really do. I'm over the whole season pass meta. But, yeah. That's incredible. That's incredible. Well, we got a yellow here in T1. Oh, that's... Oscar, please. I'm just gonna return to the garage. I fucking... That's incredible. That is incredible. Really? I can't use that set anymore? Huh. Weird. I wanted to save a fresh set of tires for the race. Will I still have a fresh set? I don't think I will, right? No, yeah, because everything's been... Yeah. Man! It's lame. Won Mexico GP with 42 seconds of speed too. Yeah, but like at Vegas, he ended up finishing... I forgot to mention Vegas. At Vegas, he ended up finishing like 3rd or whatever. Or maybe 5th. He finished like a little further back. So, mathematically, he still has a chance, but he needs like George to DNF. I can't believe Lando... I can't believe Lando just drove into the back of a Ferrari at the start of the session. So, I mean, Lando's out. Yeah, didn't even set a lap. I'm assuming Callie and or Oscar might get a penalty for blocking and or impeding because it's just them just being stopped there in T1. I'm guessing. I don't know. But let's get back out on track. Let's go set a lap again. Actually, you know what? Let's wait. Let's wait. What a wild qualifying session. This might be the craziest qualifying session I've ever experienced in an F1 game. Truly has been wild. My lord. Traffic here. I'm just gonna try to stay like super far back, so then that way. A lot of times the AI will do this thing to where they try to let you go by and then they don't. I'm gonna try to give myself enough of a gap here, enough breathing room to where they're not even gonna try to let me go by. I don't really care about having the tow or anything. Alright. Well, it's essentially a one-shot quali for us here, chat. Let's see what we can do. You can do it! Ah, a little wide. Whoops. Pushed a little too much there. Yeah, let's just not hit an apex. It's fine.
Right, that's us down into P16 now.
Not my best lap, but not terrible. Should be good enough to get through. Yeah, we're chilling. Okay, that was a better lap than I thought. Couple track limits moments there, you know, that might have helped. That might have helped. Sim Racing, what's good, man? Good to see you. I'm good, man. How are you? How are you? Alright. We're on... Yeah, Oscar got a penalty. Yeah, doesn't shock me. Doesn't surprise me. Given everything. Any other, like, surprise? Yeah, so, I mean, Lando's out because of the DNF. No surprises, really, other than that. Onward we go. Yeah, Sector 3 was okay. Sector 3 was okay. Missed a couple apexes,
okay,
you know.
Radio check. Radio check.
That's what I do around here. Shit. Alright, any Heather. Any Heather. You know what? I'm gonna... I want to save a fresh set of softs for the race. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait, and I'm just gonna go out on the U set. That's what we're gonna do. That's the plan. You can't stop me.
All clear the garage, please.
F125 coming to Game Pass? I thought it was on Game Pass. Is it not? Caden, what's good? Good to see you. Good to see you. Just got a haircut today? Nice. No, just 24. Huh. I'm sure it'll come to Game Pass eventually then. Through like the whole... It's like EA Play or whatever, right? That's how you get it. Sure it will. Which would be good too, because, you know, obviously with the expansion coming out and everything else. Which hopefully we get some details on that soon. Jeddah done already? We've been done with Jeddah, buddy. Jeddah was... That's like the third race of the year, isn't it? Expansion, like more tracks, stuff for different modes. Well, they're not doing an F126. They announced that they're skipping F126. They're going to do F127, which is going to be like a completely revamped game, essentially, is what they're, you know, what they're claiming it to be. But, yeah, they haven't really given the details on what this, like, DLC pack's going to be, what this expansion pack's going to be. Obviously, it's going to feature the new cars, like the new regs and stuff like that, but outside of that, we know nothing. Outside of that, we know nothing. A little wide. A little wide again.
And that's just 30 seconds left in the session.
Oscar did a 118. It's pretty quick. Charles did a 118.5. It's also quick. Way too wide there. Yeah. Way too wide. But thankfully, they only give you a warning there, so it doesn't invalidate the lap. Still not good enough. I mean, yeah, it's only P7, I think. Yeah. Not great. I don't think I watched the Jeddah stream. That's on the channel. Again, it's a ways back. I mean, that was back in like October. I think I did that. But how to get Sunny in the career mode? So I got it through the Icon edition of the game, but unfortunately that was only for a limited time, so you can't do it anymore. Do I watch MotoGP? No. No. I have a lot of respect for the guys that do MotoGP, though. I have a lot of respect for them, man. That's a different breed of human being, for sure. Alright, anyway. So yeah, Ferrari won too. Ferrari have come out of nowhere here in these last couple of races and just had a ton of pace, which has been really weird. But, yeah, Max is P3, George is P4. A little bit of a gap there, but, I mean, Max had great pace early in the sprint and then seemingly just kind of fell off a cliff. So we'll kind of see what happens, you know? We'll see what happens as we go here. But, yeah, I mean, we're P7. I expect us to probably be, you know, P8, P9 by the end of the race. But, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You think that the Bortoleto crash could have been prevented? Maybe. You know, obviously if he was just went around a little bit easier, I guess, you know. I don't know. You know, we're certainly talking in what ifs there, you know. Not that I wanted to get into that again. Rallies for if you want to die, MotoGP is if you're dead already, dude, for real. Like, Rally and motocross, or sorry, not motocross, even kind of motocross in a way, but MotoGP, dude, like you're talking human beings who have the biggest set of balls on them that I have ever seen in my life. Like, I could never. Yeah, so much respect for those guys. For sure. Oh yeah, like the racing aspect of it is certainly a little bit more entertaining, but yeah, dude, like it's crazy. Remember the days when rally cars would kill I and you? Yeah, I mean, like obviously from a safety perspective, it's gotten a lot better over the years, but yeah, dude, it's wild. Wild. All right, chat, give me like 2 minutes. I kind of gotta use the bathroom. So, BRB.
Welcome back to Qatar and the Lusail International Circuit. There's a long history of two-wheeled motorsport action here, but in 2021, Lewis Hamilton won out as part of an epic battle that year with Max Verstappen. But who will win out tonight? So we're back here in Lusail, and this is the track map. 3.34 miles, 16 turns, and just one DRS zone out of turn 16. It's already a fast and flowing track after all. There's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS, though, through the long straight and into turn 1. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hayes, Oscar Piastri and Antonelli, Gasly, Colapinto, Stroll and Jack Doohan, Behrman, Lawson, Yuki Tsunoda and Norris, Sainz, Albon, Isaac Hadjar and Gabriel Bortoleto, Aaron, Hulkenberg, Mayer and Joshua Pearce rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend. Anthony Davidson. So we come to Qatar this weekend, and what's the word I'm looking for when I think about the middle part of this track? Relentless.
The whole track's relentless. It's predominantly built to be a motorbike circuit. For an F1 car, that means a lot of G-force. It's hot here, it's humid this time of the year that we come to in Formula One, and this puts pressure on the drivers. It also puts pressure on the car and the demands of the tyres. So it's a brutal circuit.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
I didn't get lost, okay? I had to take a shit. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I had to take a shit, okay? Oh, alright. I'm back. I am back. Guess who's back? Alrighty. So we're starting P4. Okay. Oh, yeah, because Piastri had the penalty. Alright, starting P4. We'll take it. Have you seen the Moza KS Pro wheel? I might have. What are my thoughts on it? I don't know, because I'm actually not familiar with it. Hang on, let me take a look. Let me look. Let's see. Moza KS Pro. Oh, that one. I have seen that. I don't love the butterfly style, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm not a fan of, like, the butterfly style wheels. It's a sick wheel, you know what I mean? Like, it's still a really cool wheel. But, I just don't like the look of them. They are cool, though. They're cool, though. See Moza's new wheel it released yesterday, the Porsche Mission R1. No, I didn't see that. This is what I mean, though. Like, Moza's coming out with so much cool shit. Like, how do you not buy Moza at this point? You know? The car will be lighter now? True. 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 Alright. I think I'm gonna, like, you know what? Honestly. Let's go soft to hard? We'll do soft to hard. I like that. I like that. And it's fairly cheap. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. Like, it's actually a pretty reasonable price. Honestly, when I just looked at it. It's not bad, especially for what it is. You know what I mean? It's... For the price, yeah, I would definitely say that's worth it. I don't like the look of it. I would rather get the FSR2. The FSR2 is more money, but, like, the FSR2 is nice. It was a really nice wheel. This GT wheel looks like... Yeah, somebody else was just talking about it. I'll have to look at it. Make sure you don't push the wrong button again this time. Well, we're already in the race, so we're good. We don't gotta worry about that. So that's what I mean, man. Moza is just coming out with so much good stuff. Like, their peripherals are just insane. They're so good. I don't know how you don't go with Moza at this point, unless it's simply just, you know, you have a PS5 and you can't use Moza. Other than that, dude, they're so sick. strictly PlayStation from like 10 years ago. Hey man, whatever works for you, you know? That's how I look at it. If it works for you and you have fun, that's all that matters at the end of the day. That's all that matters at the end of the day. I will say though, I don't know if I could ever kind of go back and like go backwards from what I currently have. You know what I mean? Like, I've been using this Fanatec stuff for 5 years now. Almost 6 actually, now that I think about it. We're in 2026. God damn. Yeah, you know what I mean? I've been using this stuff for so long that if you told me that I had to sit there and use a Logitech, you know, G29 again or something like that, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Guess who's back? Welcome back. Back again. Jacob, thank you for the follow. It's a Christmas present, so I just took care of it and made it last. Hey! Again, man, you know, whatever works for you. That's how I look at it. That is how I look at it. Alright. Well, I mean, Verstappen 1-2. Or sorry, Verstappen 1-2. Verstappen Russell 1-2. I mean, that's essentially a championship fight right there. I realize Callie Mayer is P2 in the championship, but I mean, she's essentially kind of out of the picture in my opinion, especially since it looks like she's starting pretty far back.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers.
Yeah, I don't even see her name, so she's gonna have a bit of a grind here.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient.
I think if it finishes the way they sit, I think Russell ultimately wins the championship. But we'll see. We got a decent getaway there. We got the inside line here on Charles, kind of force a little bit. I gotta remember, car's kind of heavy. You know, I don't expect to have the pace to keep up with these guys at all, but let's just hope we, you know, we can be somewhat competitive. Driving style is absolutely key. Absolutely. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Whoops.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Thanks, Felix. I just gotta do whatever's comfortable for me. You know, I don't try to imitate anything in particular. Or anybody in particular, I should say. Hello, Mamba. What's good? What is good? Hey man, if they ain't calling it, it's not track limits. Alright, Leclerc's gonna get me here. Oh, somehow I actually got DRS there. He might not. Using a lot of overtake though. I didn't realize. I think with the track limits in this game, so like obviously as you can tell, I play on relaxed track limit, penalties, rules, whatever you want to call it, whatever the setting is. I don't play on strict, mostly because I think strict is too strict, but I do think relaxed is too relaxed. I wish there was like a little bit more of like an in between. I think strict is way too strict. I think strict is very unrealistic in my opinion. There are times where like you're literally on the racing line and strict is like, nope, can't do that. And like some tracks it's worse than others, but yeah.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
Oh, I went deep. Oh, I'm glad we made the wing adjustment, because we're actually holding up decent pace compared to how we were doing in the sprint. The problem is I don't have the same cornering ability that I had, so that's kind of hurting us a little bit. How much was the steering wheel? I don't really remember, truth be told. I got the Formula V2 rim as part of a bundle, which I think it was like $600 or something like that at the time. The base was like, I think 400. That was a pretty slow Sector 3, honestly. Yeah, the base was like 400.
Tire condition still looking good.
Not much of a fight there. He's much quicker than I am. So yeah, I mean, you figure you combine the two, like 700-800, somewhere around there. Today's price, anyways. I have no idea. I've had them for a while, so pricing has changed a little bit. Yeah, no problem. How do you get the dash? It's a overlay mod that you can find on Overtake. What wheel is it? It's the Formula V2 from Fanatec. I keep doing that. You might be able to find the mod on Nexus Mods, but I got it off of Overtake. Yeah, no problem. That's track limits. I didn't call it though. Yeah, we got decent pace, honestly. It's actually kind of crazy. As I proceed to miss an apex completely. That's what we do. That's what we do around these parts. Thing about buying one, we got the Fanatec GT3 wheel instead. Is the Formula One good? Yeah. Yeah, I like this wheel a lot, honestly. Sounds good, sim racing. Thanks for tuning in, man. Woo. A little bit of a snap. Let's see if we can kind of tighten things up here. Yeah, we are actually maintaining a decent pace, at least compared to the guys behind. Keep making a lot of mistakes. Just gotta kind of tighten some things up. Go wide again. And again. Just took out that sign. Whoopsies. I don't know how I'm not getting called for track limits there. You prefer F1 endurance or NASCAR? I would say F1 the most. I do love endurance racing though. I do love endurance racing. NASCAR, not so much. I've kind of fallen out of love with NASCAR. I used to be really into it, but yeah, I've lost interest, unfortunately. As much as I hate to say it. How are you? I'm new to the stream. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. No, I would say NASCAR definitely has more action than F1. But it's also like comparing apples and oranges. I talk about this all the time. Like, NASCAR is more of a spec series, so you get better racing in NASCAR. But F1's more of a focus on the engineering side of things, and that's why I love F1, because it truly is about who can build the best car. So that's kind of my take. You know Infratic? Yeah. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I know of him. Push that beast to the max? Yeah, we kind of are, unfortunately. This car's not capable of a lot. The fact that we're even in P5 is kind of a miracle. But it looks like Lando and Yuki kind of making their way up to the field. Not bad at all, kind of the opposite. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I love endurance racing. I think endurance racing's great. Ah, shit. I love endurance racing. I think endurance racing's great. NASCAR, the racing itself is fairly good at most tracks. Some tracks are still a little it could be better. But I hate stage racing. And I also hate the playoff system. I think it's such a terrible format, in my opinion. But yeah. You need to go to an F1 race? Dude, it's on my bucket list. It's on my bucket list. It's something I definitely want to do. If you had to choose which sim racing game do you like most other than F1? Automobilista 2. Not really a sim. It's very similar to this, to where, you know, it's kind of more of a simcade. I think a little bit more sim elements than what this is, but yeah, Automobilista 2. Great game. Great game. AMS 2, for sure. God damn it, keep doing that. There's just so much content in that game, and for not an insane price point. Especially when it goes on sale. Oh, so good. I can't wait for them to come out with the career mode. Matter of fact, the video that I plan on recording today after the stream is AMS2 content, so it's so good. PC only? Yeah, it is PC only, unfortunately. I do wish they would bring it to console. I think it'd be a lot more popular if they did bring it to console. That, and if they focused a little more on the online side of things, but the single-player experience is fantastic. And again, there's just so much content in that game. So much content. What wheel do you have? It's a Fanatec wheel. 8mm direct drive base with the Formula V2 rim. And Club Sport inverted pedals. Is this a new season? No, we're in season 2. We're in season 2 still. The new season, we'll do that on Monday. We got Abu Dhabi tomorrow, and then, like I said, I'll try to do the season 3 preview video over the weekend. You want to Mount Panorama? I'm so terrible at that track. I don't know what it is about that track, man. That is like the hardest track for me. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Appreciate the sub. Will Lewis be your main driver? Yeah, he's driver number 1 for us, for sure. For sure. Mercury, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I think Drive Club should have gotten a sequel. I like vaguely remember that game. Like ever so vaguely remember that game. I remember playing it in VR, and that's about it. Yeah, Lando's gonna get me here. I'm not gonna really try to put up too much of a fight. He's definitely quicker than us right now. I think Sonoda's inevitably gonna catch us as well, and it's gonna be kind of the same thing. My only hope right now is that all these guys that are on softs are going to ultimately do a 2-stop. We actually have some decent pace, so we might be able to kind of do something here, but we'll see. We'll see. What helmet is that behind you? It's a replica helmet of Michael Schumacher's 2000 season. It's the same helmet he wore then. Ah, I went deep. Nice, Isaac. It's a niche game. Not many people know about it. Yeah, like, I remember it. It's just, I think I barely played it. GT7, I do. Yeah, I do like GT7. Fortunately, my wheel doesn't work on PlayStation, though, so.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just
I don't really play it a lot. I really wish they'd bring Gran Turismo to PC. I really do.
Okay, gap ahead, 1.9 seconds.
Thanks, Christy. Thanks. Yeah, out of all like my decoration pieces I have here in this room, that helmet is by far like that's my favorite, for sure. For sure.
Okay, we're only 2 seconds behind the car ahead. Keep pushing.
Only 2 seconds behind, but he's continuing to pull away. Okay, Mark. I really hope they, like, with F127, they do more with the engineer, man. Or at least allow us to use, like, some third-party stuff. Like, I would love to be able to use the Crew Chief app in this game. But I'm sure they won't, because they tend to be kind of lazy. Docking and racing, damn it, being the barrier. It's tough, and I do tend to crash a lot because of it. I will say that. There's mods. I think there's a mod out there, or at least there was in like either F123 or F124, where you could essentially bring back Jeff.
You've lost some time
But
to the car behind.
that was about it. Thank you for that sub. I appreciate it. I proceed to run what? Again. What do you think of Assetto Corsa? I think Assetto Corsa is great. The downside to Assetto Corsa is that without mods, it's not great. So, you kind of need mods to make it great, but I do think Assetto Corsa is a great time. I made so many mistakes through that first sector there. That was a terrible first sector. Tires are starting to go, for sure. Like, we're kind of reaching that point. But I made so many mistakes. Why are you losing so much time ahead of Lando? He's in a much faster car than I am. Unfortunately, on the R&D charts, like, our car is very much like the best of the rest kind of car.
To the car in front, 4.6
Like Mercedes,
seconds.
Red Bull, McLaren, and Ferrari are the top teams. On the R&D chart, we're kind of right with like Aston. That's kind of where we're at right now. But yeah, the top teams are just so far ahead of us right now. And the only reason why Lando was even so far back was because he crashed in qualifying, so. Doesn't help that that was a pretty terrible lap. I'm really not going to fight these guys too hard. If anything, I could just kind of hope that I can keep with them and utilize DRS, if anything. Oh. We'll see. Definitely gotta kind of clean up sometimes here, though. So basically, you're the Williams of 25. Yeah, sort of. Sort of. Because I think it's actually a little different. Because I think we're in the constructors' titles. We're P6 behind Ferrari currently. So. But that's because JP hasn't really had like any. He hasn't done anything incredible this year. So that's a large part of it. Third sector is easily flat out. You should try it sometime. It's not easily flat out. I can promise you. Like if I rip the wheel too hard here, I'm gonna lose the back end, and/or there's the other problem. Then I run too wide, as I just proved. How do you have to set up on the Halo? It's an overlay mod that you can find on
Now,
Overtake.
and you're going to be on hards next time.
How much downforce? I mean, I went with not a ton, just because like I lowered the wings because we have like no straight line speed, so that's a large part of it. But even with like the ideal sim racing setup, because that's where I get my setups from, is sim racing setups. Even with that, early in the race like this, on a heavy fuel load, you can't go flat out there. I could barely even go flat out there, to be honest with you. Where can you find it again? Overtake. Overtake.gg is the website.
We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum.
Here's where your torque is set at. 8 Newton meters. It's 8 Newton meter base, so I just use the full amount. Land on the brake. Hello, Andrew. Hello. Yeah, no problem. Appreciate everybody tuning in, by the way. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Thank you again to all the new follows, the new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. You guys are the best. Is it just an app or is it on the F1 game? It's a mod itself, so it's not officially a part of the F1 game. So overtake.gg is a website, so you download it from the website. It does require the sim racing, or not sim racing, sim hub app to work.
We're coming in this
but
lap.
yeah, other than that, I mean, that's really it. Love positivity? Thank you. Thank you. Man, there's too much negativity in this world. Too much negativity, too much hate. I try to make the streams just a good time and a good vibe. You know, that's really what I go for. Thank you for that sub. I appreciate it. I really do. Did you just say the N-word? No. No, I did not. Not even close. Yeah, that's why I just keep it in 5th, Ryan. I'm more comfortable with it. And honestly, even if I did shift into 4th, it's not like it's gonna give me a shit ton of speed. You know what I mean? Like we're currently performing exactly where I expect to be performing. So, and it's a long race. So obviously, I'm not trying to crash the car or do anything crazy. We're just out here for a stroll, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot where the pit entrance was here. Not gonna lie. That was pretty bad. Anyway, I don't see it on the App Store because it's not on the App Store. It's not on the App Store. It's a website. Thank you for subbing, Max. I appreciate it. It's a website. I wasn't paying attention. Thank you for the follow, Ryan. Yeah, it's a website. So the website itself is called overtake.gg. That's the name of the website.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
So you go to that website. On there, you'll find everything you would need to download it. Alright, I'm going to try to get the tires up to temp here. P12. Really just kind of wait and see what everybody else is going to do here strategy-wise. That's really kind of where we're at. Yeah, we're doing the one-stop strategy, so hopefully we gain some track position with it, but obviously I got to have the pace to match it. Too much there. Little too much. I'm probably gonna get hit with a penalty at some point this race. A couple other soft runners coming into the pits now.
And the apex is stopping now.
Damn, Yuki gained that much time on me?
Gap to your teammate behind, 12.1 seconds.
That is wild. But he's on softs again, so we know he's coming in again. I changed the dashboard. It's an overlay mod that you can find on Overtake. Is this my team career? Yeah.
Okay, so gap to the
yes,
car
sir.
ahead,
We're in season 2 of our Myteam. What's the name again? Overtake. Overtake.gg.
Okay,
That's the name
no
of the
issues
website.
with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Ah, shit. Ooh, I got lucky there. I lifted it enough. Lifted enough to not get a penalty. What mods do I use? The only mod that I use is just the overlay mod, which technically isn't a mod, but outside of that, just livery mods. So, like, you know, just changing team liveries for each season, but that's it. Nothing else. But everything I use, I mean, you can find it all on Overtake. Is it free? As far as I'm aware, yeah. As far as I'm aware. I know the guy that makes the overlay. His name's Racer Ray. Follows me on TikTok, funny enough. But the guy that makes it did create like a subscription service for some of his overlays. But I do believe some of them are free, as far as I'm aware. I think. This guy. Aiden, what's good? Good to see you again. What's the best liveries? I mean, that's kind of more of a personal opinion. But, I mean, again, go on Overtake. You'll find a ton of them. You'll find a ton of them. I personally just kind of looked at stuff that essentially allowed me to see a difference in the cars. And that was it. That's all I was really kind of going for. So, what game am I playing? This is F125. This is terrible. Get that lap time up, maybe. What are you doing? This isn't a taxi service. I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best. The car's not that great, you know what I mean? Like, and I gotta push these hard tires to the end. I'm making so many mistakes, though. My lord. Right now, I'm just trying to bring the car home. Which is crazy to say when we're not even at the halfway point of the race, but I mean, that's just kind of where this car is, you know? How much did the setup cost? Not including my PC, roughly around 3K. Give or take. Alright, let's try to clean this lap up a little bit here. $3K and he needs donations? Hey, I don't ask for donations. I want to make that very clear, my friend. I want to make that very clear as he proceeds to donate. Okay, this guy. Aiden, thank you for that. I do really appreciate that. Again, you really ain't got to do all that, but I appreciate it. Who's my favorite F1 team? Favorite F1 team is Ferrari.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap.
Have I watched the F1 movie? Yeah.
9.4
Yeah, I've watched it.
seconds.
Watched it twice. I actually really enjoy it. I didn't mean to brake there. I don't know why I did. Don't know why I broke there. I went over 6.7. Aiden, I appreciate you, man. Again, you really don't got to do that, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Favorite football team?
17.0 seconds.
Depression, yeah, for real. Favorite football team? Are we talking soccer or are we talking like American football? I'm driving terribly right now, by the way, chat. So unlocked. So unlocked. Better be the Steelers. Buddy, I'm going to need you to look a little closer in the background. Because you're unfollowing. I need you to look a little closer into the background there. That right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, but I'm a massive Pats fan. Big Patriots fan. Jesse James got that ball. Alright, I'm losing a lot of time here. Losing a lot of time. I'm making a lot of mistakes. Granted, I mean, not JP too, but Pierre's on soft, so that plays a factor as well. But loss of time deserved. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. I'm on the brakes too early there. I don't know why I keep braking so early. Am I from the USA? Yep. Sure am. Sure am. Land of the guns and home of the craziness. A little deep there. Well, thanks, Danny. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. D, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I keep braking there, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Something in my brain says I need to brake there. I do it every single lap. Not every single lap, but I do it so often.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car.
That's good action. Good to see you.
6.3 seconds.
Good. I'm glad you like watching. I'm glad you enjoy it. Even if we lose the spot to Gasly here, I'm not really too worried about it, just because of the simple fact that, again, we're doing a one-stop strategy. So ultimately, we'll get it back, but ideally, I'd rather not lose it. I just keep making so many goddamn mistakes. We are kind of catching Colapinto, though. How long have you been on wheel? Long time. Very long time. Practically all my life, to be honest.
We're starting to catch the car
There
in
we go.
front, but we need to look after the
That was
tyres. We won't be making another pit stop. You've lost some time to the car behind.
drive faster. It ain't that simple. I'm trying. I can only do what the car lets me do. As simple as that.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.0 seconds.
We are catching Franco, though. And Callie, actually. Funny enough, that's a corner cut. Oh, okay. I got away with it. I certainly thought I was going to get a track limits there. Yep, Colapinto's coming in. Callie came in as well. Piastri's in.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Piastri came out ahead of us. Assuming Piastri's good the rest of the way. Be my guess. I was on the brakes too early. Just joined. How many pit stops so far? Only one. We're doing a one stop. We're doing the one stop. We started on softs. We pit on like lap 19, I think it was. And then, yeah, we're going to run hards the rest of the way. A little late. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate that sub.
Car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
Good second for 3. Yeah, we're pulling away from Gasly a little bit, at least in that last sector. Which is good. We'll take that. G, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
And that's Joshua in the pits. Joshua in the pits now.
May I ask why you do that little foot sway whenever you go on the gas? Honestly, I don't know. I know exactly what you're talking about, too. Because now that you say it, I realize that I do it. I couldn't tell you. I think everybody just has, like, those little... It's like golf, right? Like, everybody has, like, those little ticks that they do. And I think that's just all it is. I think it's just a little... A tick of mine, I guess. I don't know. I know exactly what you're talking about, though, now that you mentioned it. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, playing online F1 is terrible. It's a miserable experience. That's why I don't do it. I feel like the only way to play online F1 is either just with friends and or in a league. And that's really it. Yeah, it's a terrible experience. I don't know how people do it. There's people who literally, that's all they do, is just play online F1. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Snap at the rear end there. Kyle, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. The suit you're wearing is a persuasive argument that it could be you.
By about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
I suppose. I suppose. Stefano, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Stefano. Sorry if I butchered that. Terrible with names. How do you get the HUD on the halo of the car? Is that new? It's a mod. It's a mod. You can find it on Overtake. George set the fastest lap of the race. I wonder if George is out front.
You sat in P8. Well done. Our gap to first place, 36.5 seconds. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. Okay, gap to the car in front, 4.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums.
I was really hoping you would tell me who's in the lead.
They're on old softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Yeah, dude, it's a nice HUD. I like it a lot. Certainly like it a lot more than the dial system in the game. Are you in Qatar? Yeah, it's Qatar. Tire strategy, one stop strategy. So we started on softs, hit on like lap 19, and
we're catching the car ahead. Well
we're
done.
gonna run hard the rest of the way.
These tires need to get us to the end of this race.
Kind of trying to go for like the ultimate track position strategy. Seem to have like somewhat decent pace too, which is nice. Mate, thank you for that. Thank you for that. You really ain't got to do all that, but I do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. Front one's already pitted. Yeah, for the most part. Like Sonoda on the softs, he has to come in again. Everybody else ahead of Sonoda is out of my race, really, you know. But like I think in front of Sonoda, I think is Lando, and Lando's like 30 seconds ahead of me. So, although I think he has to pit too, but even still. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. Glad you're enjoying it. I appreciate you. Yeah, not a bad race, honestly. For a car that, like, you know, has been a little bit of a struggle all this season for us. It's not a bad race. And, you know, might be a decent way to end Sonny Hayes' career here in F1. Would have loved to have him go out as a champion, but, you know, what are you going to do? It happens. How many races we got left? One more. Just one. One more after this. We got Abu Dhabi, the last race of the season. Last race of the season, which I really hate, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. We got a yellow ahead here.
Okay, clear.
Now we're good. Oh, it's one of the McLarens. Oh, it's Lando. Lando must have spun. Lando must have dumped it. Or made a mistake somehow. Thank you for that follow. Slowing down too much? I'm trying to kind of preserve tires a little bit and make them last. Oh my god! Whew. Okay, Lando must have wing damage. He almost killed us there. Yeah, I'm trying to preserve tires and... Oh my god.
Okay, mate, don't worry.
That's so annoying, dude. Does he have wing damage? Yeah, he does. That's so annoying. Dude, he slows up so much, man. And I can't get by him. There we go.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Deep in the corner there. So annoying. I have a new Logitech G29, and there are moments in F125 that while turning, the resistance snatches. Is that normal? It might be normal, honestly. You might have a bad power supply. Sometimes your power supply for that wheel can cause that. I've had that problem too in the past when I had one.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Alright, well, we lost a lot of time there, but that's due to Lando.
Okay, gap ahead.
I wonder what happened.
9.0
I don't know if
seconds.
he was maybe trying to overtake someone. I'm assuming that's what happened. He's probably trying to overtake a back marker or something. But yeah, I wonder what happened there. But hey, that's a free spot for us. We'll take it. Hopefully he doesn't catch us. Back, how was the doubleheader? It didn't really happen. I accidentally simmed Vegas. Not that I'm complaining either, because like I don't really like Vegas. But I accidentally simmed the race. I didn't mean to. I hit the wrong button. And yeah, so yeah, it went great. It went great. Brazil was a struggle. Vegas, the game ended up, we finished P8, I think it was. I was trying to skip quali, is really what was happening. RZ, thank you for the follow. I was trying to skip quali, and because I was trying to skip quali, I decided to, you know, go straight over to the race. And over in my driver career, I use my driver career for thumbnails. Like that's how I get my thumbnails made is with the driver career. And in that, I skip a lot of sessions because like I'm just going in there just to get a thumbnail. That's really all I'm doing, right? So I don't know if it was just like a muscle memory thing or what, but ultimately, that's what happened. That's what happened. It just, I hit the wrong button, wasn't really paying attention, and yeah, I skipped the race. So yeah. I am still alive indeed. How do you have the patience to drive full races every time? I just prefer it. That's really just what it comes down to. I think it's helped me, like, kind of become...
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 5 tenths.
It's kind of helped me become a little bit better as a driver. By no means am I the greatest, and I'm well aware of that, but I think it allows me to kind of practice more and kind of get more of a rhythm, because obviously, you know, just sitting here for longer. Oh, look at it. Really have full gear on as if you're driving for real. Fairly pathetic. Hey, I have the full gear on to protect my virginity, alright? It's the whole reason why I wear the gear. Without it, my virginity is at risk. Alright, so Noda's coming in the pits now. I think we'll get out ahead of him. I'm not quite sure how long a pit stop is here. Is it a personal best lap at least. Yeah, we got out ahead of Sonoda. That's not a problem.
So your ERS is running a bit low. Look into changing your
Shut
ERS
up, Mark.
mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate, or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge.
It's not lame in my opinion. Nah, it's kind of lame. It's kind of lame. Listen. I know it looks dumb to some, and to be honest, that's the point. It's a gimmick, you know. It's just a gimmick at the end of the day. That's all it is, you know. Whether you think it's fun, you think it's cool, you think it's stupid, you know, whatever. If it gets people talking about it, that's the idea at the end of the day, you know. That's how I look at it. I don't care if you hate it. I don't care if you enjoy it. I mean, I do care if you enjoy it. Like, obviously, if you enjoy it, then, you know, that's awesome, and I'm appreciative, you know, very appreciative of everything, but yeah, I don't really care. This track is tough for me when I got on the hards. I've actually been having a pretty good time on the hards. Kind of surprising. Thought I'd struggle a little bit. Ignore the haters, they can only make faces in the rear view. That's a bar right there. That's a bar. How many races today? Just the one. Just the one. We did the sprint earlier, obviously. We're doing this, and then that's it. After this, I'm gonna go record a video. So technically, I'm doing a race in the video I'm recording, but yeah. After this, I'm gonna record a video, and then tomorrow we'll finish out the season with Abu Dhabi. Yo, Banana, what's good? Hello, hello. Understeered a little bit there. Just trying to be careful. I didn't know when he was gonna stop to let me go by there, so I was just trying to take my time.
And gap to the car in front, 11.0 seconds.
I will say, overall, those that watch the channel, I mean, you guys know I tend to make a lot of mistakes, use flashbacks a lot, things like that. Overall, it's probably been one of my better races. Not only in terms of, like, just consistent pace, but even, you know, even in terms of just not crashing the car. This has actually been one of my better races.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake.
What's your thoughts on the movie Days of Thunder? I love Days of Thunder. Love Days of Thunder. It's not realistic at all, and it's just another one of those, like, just fun racing films. But it's exactly that. It's fun. So, yeah, no, I love Days of Thunder. It's a great movie. Shoes look good. Are they actually racing shoes? They're not. They're just normal tennis shoes, to be honest with you. But they're my own. They're my own, like, custom designed shoes. I realized I just put my leg up way too high. I was trying to showcase the shoe more. But yeah, no, they're my own, like, custom design that I created. You can get them on my website. You can get them on my website, on my merch store. How do you get the HUD? It's an overlay mod. You can find it on Overtake. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. And the old man is talking to the car, telling him what to do. It gives me chills. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, great movie. Great movie. Love that movie. And then thank you for that gift. We really don't got to do that, but I appreciate it. I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oi! What's up, BB Gamer? It's good. You looking to get in one? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got a whole collection on there that kind of go with the shoes and everything else. So, real question: favorite Batmobile? Ooh, that's a good question. That might be one of the best questions I've ever gotten on stream. Man, it's hard. It's hard not to say the Nolan Batmobile.
At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by
Yeah, the
around
Christian
a
Bale
second a
Batmobile.
lap.
Especially since they modified a fucking Lamborghini and made it an actual working vehicle. Like, that's insane. So it's hard not to say that one, but I do love the look of the Michael Keaton Batmobile. I do love the look of that one. A little deep there. Or, yeah, you know, the Tim Burton Batmobile. Is the website listed on your channel? Yes.
Just focus on the driving.
You can find it in the description of the stream. Like, it's in the description there. It's linked there. It's also just linked on the channel in general, amongst my various other links. Tar is fun. You know, low-key, I actually do kind of enjoy it. It's kind of fun to drive around. It's not great for racing. I mean, it's not bad in the game, but in real life, it's not great for racing. But, yeah, you know, I kind of enjoy it. Kind of fun.
12.1 seconds.
Real or fictional, what's your dream car? Mine is the DeLorean. The DeLorean's sick. That is a sick car. My dream car is a Ferrari 488 Spider. That is my dream car. I love that thing. Yeah, the Nolan Batmobile, dude, like, it just fits so perfect to just those entire films as a whole. It's just, yeah. Those are great movies. I kind of want to go back and watch them again. What's your fictional dream car? Probably the Batmobile. Fictional dream car. Honestly, probably the Apex GP F1 car. Which I know is really an F2 car, but probably that. I'd find a way to mod it and turn it into a racing setup. Like a sim racing setup, I should say, anyways. Something from the Fast and Furious movie? Well, that's the thing with that is, like, those are real cars in there, you know what I mean? Like, the same with the DeLorean. Like, the DeLorean is technically a real car, you know? I mean, obviously, you know, Supra from first Fast and Furious. The skyline at the beginning of Too Fast, Too Furious, like, obviously that's an incredible car too. You know, there's obviously some very iconic cars from those movies, but... Well, right, yeah. I mean, when you take a car to space, that's obviously, it's obviously very out there. Fictional favorite car would be a Red Bull F1 car that can be driven by anyone else other than Max.
Car behind is gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was a corner cut. I'm shocked I didn't get called for that. Alright, yeah, Yuki's catching us. I mean, to be expected, but Yuki is catching us. I might be able to defend from him on the straight. Once he does catch us, I might just have to just save a ton of battery where I can and just go full-blown overtake on the straight. We can get him John Wick's car, which can't die.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 12.
What a car.
5 seconds.
What a car that was. That one, Shelby from Gone in 60 Seconds. Oh, what a car. Some great cars, man. That was a really good second three. Deep. Actually looks great. Thank you. Appreciate that. Dude, I love Days of Thunder. It's a great movie. It's such a great movie. Certainly not Tom Cruise's best movie by any means, but like, it's just fun. It's a fun movie. Need for Speed Carbon was an awesome game. Probably the best Need for Speed. People don't ever talk about it. It was so good. It was so good. What do you think about Rush and Ford vs. Ferrari? Great movies. Probably two of the best racing movies ever made. Ford vs. Ferrari being one, and then Rush being two. I'd probably put the F1 movie 3. To be honest with you, the F1 movie, obviously not very realistic at all, but it's just a fun movie and some of the best cinematography I've ever seen in a film. But yeah, Ford vs. Ferrari, incredible movie, man. What a movie. That's another one I kind of want to go back and watch again. I keep seeing it, I think on Netflix. I keep scrolling across it and like, man, I haven't watched that movie in ages. I think Tokyo Drift got too much hate. A little. But if you remember, Tokyo Drift wasn't supposed to be a Fast and Furious movie. Which is why it felt so different. Yeah, the F1 movie, I think, did a good job at, like, kind of bringing people in, you know, outside of F1. It obviously did a good job in that regard, and And again, yeah, it's not the most realistic movie, but I think if you went into it expecting it to be realistic, I think that's where, you know, that's kind of on you. That's kind of on you. I mean, you can just tell from the trailers that it, you know, it wasn't going to follow a realistic thing. But at the same token, if it followed like a realistic storyline, if the F1 movie followed a realistic storyline, it would have been the most boring movie in the world. Would have been so boring. So I'm glad they did their, you know, they did their own thing, made it Hollywood, and just had fun in that regard. Talladega Nights, though, classic. Talladega Nights is so good. Fun fact about Talladega Nights: the scene where Ricky Bobby's, you know, in his underwear, a little deep there, in his underwear, running around, yelling, "I'm on fire, help me, Tom Cruise." All right. So that scene takes place at Charlotte Motor Speedway. At the time, I lived in North Carolina. I lived right outside of Charlotte. I lived like a half hour away from Charlotte Motor Speedway. My mom worked at Charlotte Motor Speedway. She worked up in the clubhouse as a waitress. They were filming that scene when she was working the one night. So she could see it all kind of happening. And so she got to see Will Ferrell in his underwear. God damn it.
A time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the
end
of the race.
No.
Let's get it done.
Just pushed it a little too much there.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 13.0.
That's ultimately probably going to be P7 for us. Kind of depends on how quickly Lando catches us. But anywho, yeah. Yeah, so, fun fact, she got to see Will Ferrell in his underwear. You a Midnight Club guy? Oh, God, yeah. I loved those games. Love those games. Yeah, I wish they would do another one, honestly. Alright. I'm gonna have to put in some, like, really incredible laps here if I want to stand any sort of chance at keeping P6 here. Probably isn't going to happen. Yuki is ultimately faster than us. I think we have kind of reached a point in the race where the medium tires are starting to kind of go a little bit, and that's why we've been able to kind of maintain our gap here. But he is in the faster car. I do got to worry about Lando a little bit because he is catching pretty quick too. So, but we just did a personal best, so we'll take it. Why does it say Piastri's in a Ferrari? It's because we're doing the Myteam career mode. We're in season 2 of it, so that was a terrible entry to the corner. So he left McLaren, went to Ferrari. Max joined McLaren. It's been it was a weird season, weird off season, I should say. Just all the 2000s games. I've been playing a lot of them recently. That's fair. That's totally fair. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Burnout was great too. Yeah, Burnout was fun. Not my favorite games, but they were fun. Keeping it tight. Keeping it tight. If I just keep doing that lap after lap, we should be okay. We definitely kind of clean up some spots here. I think we managed to save our tires really well too, which was a good help. in the corner again. Appreciate everybody tuning in, by the way. Appreciate everybody watching along, whatever platform you're watching along on. Appreciate all the follows, the gifts, the subs. I appreciate y'all. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. 2025 was a hell of a year, and 2026 is starting off pretty strong too, so I appreciate y'all. Thank you. You actually raced in person as well, or did you previously? I did karting when I was a kid. But that's about it. Want you to hit the pace car? No, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks, though. Oh, wait, you're... I see. I see what you're doing. I got it. A little wide there. I mean, now that I have the 3-second penalty, I got some track limits to work with, so I guess I don't have to worry too much about cutting corners or anything like that. Although I do got to be careful because sometimes they'll hit you with that 3-second penalty for cutting the track. Certainly had that happen before. Yeah, he hit you, he rubbed you. That's racing. Dude, yeah, great movie. Great movie. Some great lines from there. God, now you got me wanting to go back and watch Days of Thunder again. Ah, that was terrible. If you give me F125, I will give you a great like emoji. How about this? If you give me $100, I will buy you F125. Thoughts? I think it's a good deal. Derek, thank you for that gift, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 12.7 seconds.
No! Man, dude, we were doing so good all race. Not once did I crash. Not once. But hey, 54 laps without making an actual mistake. I'm not counting the Lando incident. 54 laps. That's definitely a personal record for me. At least on this game. $65 for him, $35 for a game. Seems legit. Yeah, I think it's a great deal. If I don't have F125, imagine $100. I think you can do it. You got this. You just gotta believe in yourself. Don't beat Tsunoda from Japan. But I have to, man. I gotta beat Yuki. Although he might actually stay within 3 seconds. I'm making a couple mistakes here and really depleting through my battery. Deal with the lights up? Yeah, for sure. Someone forcibly retired from F1. Yeah, it's got, man, that Red Bull seat, man, it's just such a revolving door. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Sucks, but hopefully Isaac does good, man. Hopefully does good. Derek with another gift, man. Thank you. Thank you. Again, you really don't got to do that, but I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Some information on
Aaron is
okay,
out.
they're out of this race.
You think there will be a time
Okay, gap to the car in front.
when
13.
all race cars are EV?
Seconds.
It's not like dark race. It's possible. It's possible.
Caution, caution.
What's the dash mod? I don't remember the name of it, but you can find it on Overtake. It's on there.
Okay, you're losing a small
Fast cars around in funny circles.
Let's keep pushing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, that is pretty much what it is. Alright, I gotta lock it in for these last 2 laps. Try to find half a second here. Well, that's not how you do it. NASCAR or F1 or drag? I mean, F1 between those 3.
Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
Oh, let's see if we can do it, chat. Give me tight. Burn through a lot of battery. Oops. Oh, Max won. Nice. If George finished P2, I think George is our champion here in Season 2. Not that I'm worrying about that right now. Fighting hard for this P6. Oh, it's so tight. I'm making so many mistakes. But I'm doing just enough. Hopefully Lando can make a move on him. Yeah, I was way too wide, but I don't care. Don't care. This was real life, that probably would have been a penalty, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Hayden Christensen. LOL. The suit and everything, dude. Holy fuck. Go touch grass. Brother, I'm pretty sure I've seen your name in the chat. I'm pretty sure I've seen you say the same thing before.
Well,
and I'm going to give you the same response. I need to protect my virginity. That is why I wear the suit. So I was correct. Yeah. George Russell is your F1 champion
and here they
here
are
in 2026.
Now, our new Formula One World Drivers Champion. It's another victory.
Phantom Hot Rod or nah? Nah.
No,
I'm not really into that stuff.
Great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from
Not
lights
really
out to the flag at
into
the
that
end.
stuff.
Led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff
Well,
by them.
hell of an
And,
effort by
excited to
Max
see what more they
here
can do
in the second half of
future
the
races.
season to try to make a comeback and have a shot at the title.
It's time to bring out the bubbly.
Fortunately, just not
and
enough.
Spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. But there can only be one on
Fortunately,
the top
just
step.
not enough.
Your number one, Max Verstappen.
Do you care more about the engine more than the look of your car? Not necessarily. I'm just not into that stuff. You know what I mean? That's just really what it comes down to. Really, just what it comes down to. GG's indeed.
It's been an
GG's
absolutely
indeed.
wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
George did exactly what he needed to win the title. Finished second in the race. Max won. Unfortunately, it's just not enough. not enough. And then Callie, yeah, I mean, her pace just kind of fell off a cliff here in the second half of the season. But, yeah, I mean, there's your standings right there. There it is. George Russell wins the Drivers' Championship. I think the Constructor standings is still up for grabs, though. No, actually, no. McLaren won. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Right? My math right? Oh, yeah. No, McLaren locked that up, too. So, there you go. So, there's that. So, McLaren are your Constructors champions. Mercedes driver George Russell is your Drivers' champion. Still got one race to go. So, the season's not over, but it's effectively over at this point. Yeah, what a crazy year, man. What a crazy year. What a crazy year. And ultimately, we should finish P6 as Sonny. And Josh should get P10. But, yeah, I mean, we're just kind of looking forward to next year at this point. That's really it. You know? That's where we're at. That is where we're at. That's where we're at. But that's what it is. It is what it is. It's born in the wrong era. Where are the tail fins and character? I feel that, honestly. I kind of feel that. Whew, I'm beat.
Hey, Chief. We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
I am beat, chap. Alright. Let me see, is there anything I can do over here yet? No, and that won't be until after the race. So, yeah, we're still screwed for next season. That's awesome. Love that. Love that, but yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't even think I can do any activities aside from this. We'll do that. That's that. That was that. We'll leave everything else for tomorrow. Sounds good, Neil. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. I appreciate everybody, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was good. Yeah. Yeah. Hope it was good. Hope you guys had fun with it. We'll be back on tomorrow. We'll be back on tomorrow. Derek, thank you. And thank you again for the gifts, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Overall, it was a pretty good stream. Pretty good stream. I'm pretty happy with our performance there. I feel like I actually did kind of okay. I feel like that was probably like the most consistent I performed since like Monaco. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was fun. Again, I appreciate all the new subscribers, all the new followers, the gifts and everything else, man. You guys are the best as always. Again, 2026 has been off to a heck of a start. Hopefully we can allow that to continue. So I appreciate y'all. Greatly appreciate y'all. As always, chat, stay safe out there. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Adios. Peace out. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stream's ending. Stream's ending. I'm sorry. But adios. Peace out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm live tomorrow. I'm live tomorrow. I'll see you in YouTube chat. I'm sorry. I'm live tomorrow. Or you can just go back and watch the VOD today. That's an option too. Alright, bye. See you tomorrow.